Hey guys, so today I'm going to do another video about snacks that I like, and I'm in the US right now, and that gives me an opportunity to pick up some snacks in the US that I normally can't find in Canada. And yeah, I got two of them right here I want to talk about. I really enjoy both of these. Um, One of them is going to be Duke's sausages. So yeah, I really like my sausage snacks, and I did a video before where I did a ranking of my favorite Canadian sausage snacks. And I do think that Canada makes some really good sausage snacks, so I did a whole ranking. And yeah, in that video, I mentioned that most American sausages are actually kind of underwhelming to me. Just talking about the big brand sausage snacks, right? Like the Jack Links, the Albertos, Tillamook, like all these bigger brands that you normally find in Slim Jims as well. Like these bigger brands that you find in gas stations and stuff, right? Those kind of small convenience store shops. Yeah, they just don't cut it for me. Even the bigger shops in the U.S., right? I find brands like Boar's Head or Nueske's from Wisconsin. They're still not as good as what you can find in Canada. I'm sorry, like just for American sausages, they've just been underwhelming to me compared to Canadian sausages, with one exception, and that's Duke's. So in the video, I also talked about this brand as well. You can only find this in the US for now. This is actually, to me, the only sausage brand I really enjoy in the US, and it is quite good. So Duke's, I believe they are a smaller sausage company. I mean, they do have a little bit of distribution, which is how I found out about them in the first place. But yeah, these ones are they're pretty good. Actually, they have a few different flavors. I personally enjoy the hot and spicy flavors with the serrano peppers, and this one, which is the Hatch green chili flavor, that's made with real green chilies from Hatch. That's a place in New Mexico where they make a lot of great chilies. So these are using Hatch chilies, and yeah, this one is. I actually bought a whole pack of eight actually, but for each of these individually, they cost around like $7 to $8 US each for each of these packs. And yeah, these sausages are pretty good. They're pretty much the only sausages that I really like in the US, at least for the more widely distributed brands. And the back of it right here, you can read it. This guy, I believe, started the company is Duke, right? Why it's called Duke's Shorty Sausages. He says, I believe smoked meat should be made with real ingredients. When you season and marinate fresh meats with whole roasted diced ingredients from farms, not just dry spices, you get a fresher, homemade flavor. It's not the easiest way to do things or the quickest, but I think you'll agree you can taste the difference, is what he says here. Then the roasted Hatch chilies. It's no wonder why Hatch chilies have become famous throughout the decades. The valley's cooler climate helps our local farmer friends produce chilies with an unforgettable smoky and sweet taste. We roast them, dice them thick, let the national chili oils infuse the sausages with their signature Hatch flavor. And it even tells you the batch case quantity here. That's the batch that was made here. They're hand hung, slow dried in small limited sized batches. Each of these have their own unique batch case quantity. Using fresh, never frozen pork. Mesquite, hardwood smoke. 100% stands up to the sweet and rustic Hatch chili flavor. So yeah, this is this one and the hot and spicy are probably, they're both one of my favorite flavors for the Dukes. But I went with the Hatch green chilies. This was actually the first flavor that I tried, and I still really enjoy them. I've been eating these for years, actually, when I lived in the U.S. So when I went back to Canada, of course, I have a lot more selection of great sausages, but I still can't find the Dukes. So whenever I come back to the U.S., I always pick up a package of the Dukes here. Ingredients are pork, diced Hatch green chili peppers, and then you have a bunch of other spices, cane sugar, dried garlic, cultured celery powder. That's in here. Vinegar, dried jalapeno pepper, dried green bell pepper. So yeah, a lot of they do add a lot of real, like, ingredients in here that you normally don't find in sausages, and even in the Canadian sausage brands I listed, yeah, they don't have any kind of special flavors like this. Like they don't have the Hatch green chilies or the they have andouille sausages, Cajun sausages. Like they have a few different flavors that you normally don't find in Canada. So it is interesting to go back, try some of these. So 7 grams of protein per serving. It's about two sausages is one serving. So you get 7 grams of protein. Of course, you got a lot of sodium here, but that's just the case with sausages, right? With snacks, right? Snack sausages, you always get a lot of sodium with them. But man, they're so good. The Duke's smoked shorty sausages, green Hatch chili. Let's try them. All right. Open up. Give it a smell. Oh my god, it smells so good. The smoky flavor. Gotta love that smoky flavor. And also this one has a hatch green chili flavor, right? Because that's what they're made with. Open up. You guys can actually take a look maybe. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but yeah, you can see that there is you know, little pieces of hatch green chili in there. Pretty nice, right? I can definitely see the little piece of hatch green chili. The thing that stands out about this sausage, definitely a heavy smoky flavor, that's for sure, but also the flavor from the ingredients that they use. In this case, the hatch green chilies. Yeah. So that makes these a little bit different, even from the Canadian sausages I talked about before. Because yeah, these use like pretty fresh ingredients, and they're actually inside the sausage, like serrano peppers and the green chilies and all the other flavors. They actually like dice them up and put them in actually inside the sausage. So yeah, I really do like these. Delicious. Yeah, every time I come back to the US, I gotta have one of these. Too bad they don't sell them in Canada. But yeah, Duke's Hatch Green Chilies Shorty Sausages is definitely my favorite American brand of sausage snacks. So yeah, compared to the Canadian ones, yeah, it's a bit unique. But I mean, I have a lot of choices in Canada, but you always get the craving for these sometimes, and when I come back to the US, I make sure to get them. So yep, the Duke's Shorty Sausage Hatch Green Chili flavor. Look at the sausage. These are called Shorty sausages because they're actually pretty small. So yeah, they're like kind of like mini sausages. But yeah, I really like them and kind of smell them because they got the nice hatch chili smell to it, I guess. So yeah, smell the whole bag as well. Oh, that's a good smell. So yeah, really good smelling sausages. I mean, it's got the nice, you know, hatch chili smell to it and everything. But yeah, let's break it open, and hopefully you guys can see the small pieces of hatch chili inside of these sausages, because they actually used, you know, real diced chili inside of these sausages. So yeah, it's kind of, that's the thing, kind of makes these sausages unique. Yep. Pretty good. Definitely my favorite US sausage snack. Another snack I want to talk about is Crybaby Tears. So these are sour candy. So for me, I love sour candy. Me and my brother, actually, we both love sour candy. We tried a lot of them, and yeah, for the most part, I would say that most of the sour candy on the market, when you go into like a convenience store, you know, you see a row of sour candy there. Most of them are not that sour. The ones I would consider to be like actually okay, like I guess our Sour Patch Kids. Those are pretty common, but for me, you know, for me and my brother, it's not that sour either. But I guess when it comes to actual sourness, Sour Patch Kids, Cherry Blasters, maybe a few of the other ones. Not too many candy that's actually like sour, right? Those are actually, you know, just okay. They're not really that sour. But there is one candy that is kind of sour, like, you know, above average, I would say, and that's the Crybaby Tears. Now, this is a bulk bag that I bought for about 12 bucks US. You can get a bulk. And these are probably the same type that's distributed in candy machines. Actually, you know, the candy machines with the, you put like a coin in, like a quarter in, and you twist the little knob handle, and then a bunch of candy comes out. I think this is what they use in those candy machines. Now, this one is not quite as sour as the other version of Crybaby Tears, which is the one that comes in a box. So the one that comes in a box, it's technically the same candy, but it's different. The bulk version is not as sour as the box version. And unfortunately, I don't think I can find the box version that easily. So I just got the bulk bag version. But yeah, honestly, it's not quite as sour as the box version. Yeah, I used to get like a whole case full of the box version. Those were so sour that they were just, you know, kind of melt the enamel off your teeth. I mean, there's so much acid in those things. I know it's not good for your teeth, but man, I love the sourness of those. So those box Crybaby Tears, those are probably probably amongst the most sour candy that I've ever had. So yeah, I mean, excluding the stuff like Warheads and stuff. Like Warheads is sour, but it's only sour initially, like just for a first few seconds, and then the sourness goes away, and then you get like a sweeter center. I'm not talking about those ones that only last for a few seconds. I'm talking about sour candy that's sour all the way through. I'm not talking about the sour then sweet. So for Crybaby Tears, it's just sour all the way through. It's not sour then sweet. So yeah, excluding the warheads and toxic waste and that stuff because that's only like very temporary amount of sour. Like for Crybaby tears, especially the boxed ones, yeah, like they're sour the entire way through. You just suck on them, and the sourness just keeps going and going and going. So that's still my favorite sour candy because it lasts for a long time and it's actually sour, right? So like for the normal sour stuff like Sour Patch Kids and stuff, that's just normal sour. It's just okay, right? It's not like specially sour, but Crybaby tears, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? That stuff is sour and it's sour like all the way through. Just don't eat too many of those because it will damage your teeth. But yeah, that's basically my favorite sour candy. And here I did get the bulk bag version. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the boxed version very easily here. Or actually, if you do get a box, you get a massive box. So I can't really take that back in my luggage. So anyways, bulk bag version, not quite as sour as the boxed version, but still more sour than your typical Sour Patch Kids, right? So anyway, I'm just gonna put like 3 of them in my mouth, and they don't have any sour coating. These ones, the bulk bag version, because these are the version used in candy machines, yeah, they don't have the sour coating like the box version does. The box version actually has a sour coating on the outside, which actually kind of reminds me of those like what they call the baby bottle pops, or the little like sour sucker rings that they used to have back in the day. It kind of reminds me of that. But anyways, Nerds is another one. Nerds can be sour, but not as sour as these though. Nerds is another one that's more, probably one amongst the more sour mainstream candies, but yeah, they're still not as sour as these. So anyways, Crybaby Tears, that's my favorite sour candy, especially the boxed version, but this version is still more sour than the, most regular sour candy that you find in convenience stores. So anyways, let's go with a green, a red, and a orange here. Yep, so, I'll put them all in my mouth, that one. Yeah, these ones don't have the coating that the box version does, but still pretty sour though. I just have to remember not to eat too many of these because they'll hurt my teeth, but but yeah. No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's some sourness. Oh, just keep on sucking on that sucker. Okay. Yep. For sour candy, and I love sour candy. I just like sour stuff in general. I'm like a sour head. Yeah, Crybaby tears are probably my favorite sour candy. So yeah, these ones are still definitely more sour than your typical sour candy that you find at a convenience store. Your Jolly Ranchers and your Sour Patch Kids and Nerds and stuff like that. It's still way more sour than those, but a level below the boxed version still. But still, these are pretty decent amount of sour flavor in here. I can still suck on these for a while. No. Yep. And obviously no nutritional content for these. I mean, it's candy, but I enjoy my sour stuff. In Korea, they have these vinegar drinks called honcho, and I would just like drink them straight up. I love sour drinks. I love vinegar drinks. I love anything sour. So yeah. All right. Some good sourness there. Okay. Those are two of my favorite snacks that I get usually when I'm in the US. Um, yes, the Crybaby tears are actually pretty hard to find normally in a convenience store. So I usually just order them online. Hopefully, like if I can get the boxed version, I usually get the boxed version because that one's more sour. But still, the bagged version is also fine too. Not quite as sour, but still more sour than your typical convenience store candy. Actually, another one I wanted to mention is potato chips. For potato chips, the U.S. normally does not have as many good potato chips as Canada. Let's just get that out of the way because Canada has a lot of different flavors that you won't find in the U.S. Most people will probably mention ketchup and all dressed. Those are flavors that are pretty distinctly Canadian. They don't really exist in the U.S., or at least not to the same degree. Yeah, so I find U.S. potato chips usually quite lame. Is that the word lame? Yeah, because the flavors in the U.S. are pretty lame to me. Like it's just they don't have that many flavors. They just have your standard barbecue, your sour cream and onion, and your maybe salt and vinegar, maybe, and your original flavor. And they don't really have too many flavors compared to Canada. Canada has way more potato chip flavors. And also, I think a few more brands as well. But there's one brand I do like in the US, and that's Dirty Potato Chips. So I actually talked about this in my potato chip taste test video, but Dirty Potato Chips are probably my favorite potato chips I had in US. They're owned by Oots, I believe. So, but I don't know. They're not widely distributed either. It's not like I can find them like that easily. But Dirty Potato Chips is pretty good. Yeah, so this is one I picked up at the airport here in the US. And yeah, I had these when I first came to the US and saw these. And salt and vinegar is one of my favorite flavors for potato chips because they're, sour and I love sour stuff. So yeah, these ones are pretty good. They have they're fried in peanut oil, I believe, and so they have like a more distinctive flavor when I eat them, and they're very crunchy. So that's what I noticed about these dirty potato chips is first of all they're called dirty because they leave the skin on. So they leave the skin on the potato chips, and in addition to that, yeah, it's fried in peanut oil, so it has a kind of distinct flavor to them, and they're super crunchy. So I do like dirty potato chips. That's yeah, those are my favorite potato chips in the U.S. So I got to mention them as well. So those are probably the snacks that I like the most from the U.S. so far. Is the Duke's sausages, the Crybaby tears, and the dirty potato chips. So I have another last minute addition to this video. I originally didn't think about putting this product in the video, but then I went to the local Safeway and I found this product that I used to get actually quite often when I lived here in San Francisco. So this is the Primo Taglio Spicy Italian Bites, and this is actually a rebrand, I think. So this is a Safeway product. So I think this is pretty much a private label of Safeway's. So if you go to Safeway, they're the only ones that carry these because this is their own like private label. But this is kind of like a rebrand of their Open Nature Uncured Hot Italian Salami. And that one was the one I used to have like all the time when I used to live in San Francisco. Because the thing is, like I said, most of the sausage snacks in the US I don't particularly care for, except for Duke's. But the thing with Duke's is that you gotta either buy online or you go to some convenience store and they might, or Walgreens, and they might stock them, but they might not, because Duke's is still not like widely available. Like you go to Safeway, you might not always find this one, right? This might be in some Walgreens, or you might buy it online, but they're not widely available. So yeah, Duke's is good. Like I said, that's my favorite sausage snack in the US, but it's generally not as easy to find. But when I go to Safeway, and they're everywhere here, then it's much easier to find their own house brand, which is this is Primo Taglio. This is a rebrand. I think that like I said, they used to be called Open Nature, but yeah, either way, I think it's the same product. It tastes the exact same to me. But yeah, the uncured hot Italian salami from Open Nature, and now rebranded to Primo Taglio's Spicy Italian Salami Bites. Really good. Now these ones, yeah, definitely. Just like the other sausage snacks, right? They're not exactly healthy, but yeah, these used to be my go-to, and these are actually refrigerated, so don't leave these out in the open. These need to go in the fridge. But I think as far as just going to Safeway, you know, a big supermarket, this is probably one of the best sausage snacks that you can get. And yeah, these are salami bites, which is basically a sausage. So I think it counts. So I'm putting in this video. About $5 for this little small package. So it's not that cheap. But I remember these ones having no nitrites, no antibiotics, 100% natural, premium slices of pork. So it comes with pork, salt, paprika. And that's important because these are spicy. I always get the hot ones, the spicy ones. They just add a little bit of a kick, which I love. And yeah, just some spices and garlic, naturally occurring nitrates, which usually means like celery salt and things like that. But yeah, this is really good. I would say that, well, the thing is for Dukes, it's like, this is a dried sausage snack, right? You can just store this outside. You don't need to refrigerate this. So as a dried sausage snack, this is my favorite in the US, way better than Jack Link's, Alberto, Tillamook, and all the other ones. But this one, you have to refrigerate. And this is probably my favorite refrigerated sausage snack in the US. Yeah, they're ready pre-cut for you. And I'm just gonna try one right here. Yeah, this is what they look like. They're just like little small pieces. And it's a little nice bite-sized snack, and well, really good. Not only can I taste the pork flavor, but the hot version has some paprika in it and some extra spices. Really gives you like a little bit of a kick. Not that much. It's not too spicy or anything, but just gives that little bit of a kick. So yeah, really, really nice. Definitely can taste the pork flavor on this one, as well as the little spicy kick from the paprika and spices. So really do love this one. So yeah, these are the Primo Taglio Spicy Italian Sauce Salami Bites. Yeah, this is and also, you know, if you guys have found the older version, they're called the Open Nature Uncured Hot Italian Salami. It's the same product. I think this is just a rebrand to make it sound more Italian, I guess. But yeah, either way, it's the same product. I think it tastes exactly the same. Really good. I used to have these a lot when I used to live in San Francisco because this is the easiest one to find. It's a lot easier to find than Duke's. And as far as like going to the supermarket goes, I just go to local Safeway, you know, pick one of these up, and man, I eat them so fast because they're so good. I mean, just like a little small, burst of pork flavor. A little burst of pork flavor with some spicy kick to it. Amazing. Anyways, it's another one I gotta mention. Originally didn't intend to mention it, but did see this in a supermarket here in the Safeway, so figured I might as well talk about it. Primo Taglio. Yeah. But yeah, as far as refrigerated sausage snacks goes in the US, I think this is probably my favorite. So yeah, very addictive, at least to me. Anyways, so yeah, really nice sausage snack for me. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't mention this one before, kind of forgot about it, but then I saw it again. I was like, yeah, I gotta talk about this one because I did used to eat this one a lot back in the day.